Hello guys, it's me again, and I'm back with another update on the real life goal this time. I've done a lot of stuff since the last time you've seen it, and I want to talk about it on this video. So let's get cracking. First thing that finally I was able to get was the 1.6 fender sticker. Oh, this was a pain in the ass to get, but it's finally here. And you know, now it really complements the car, especially in this color. It looks pretty nice. And aesthetically, that's about it. There has been a lot of mechanical stuff done to this car. With I'm gonna try to edit some clips here about the carburetor debacle that was this thing. So let me pop the hood here to show you guys. Right, so as you guys know, air-cooled Gull. Hold on. Air-cooled Gull, so air-cooled boxer engine, and two Solex PDSI carburetors. 32 is the size of the oh, I forgot the name of it. The thing that regulates the air, you know what I'm talking about. So this car still had the original carburetors that have never been replaced. So what's been done on this thing is initially we bought a pair of reman carburetors for this thing, which, thinking about back there, was probably nothing wrong with it. Then me and Marcus installed those carburetors, those reman carburetors, in front of our house in the street. I have some clips of it if I might edit them in, and it was fun. It was a nice experience learning how to work on this thing, like, you know, hands-on with a friend. Even have some pictures of the day. I will try to edit them in.
Oh, dá liga no Gol funcionando com ar aqui, ó.
Hey!
Dá liga no lixão que tava.
Ó o novo.
52.
Cara, eles estão molhados por fora, hein?
52. Ele tá com o jicão um pouquinho maior aqui.
The problem of the old carburetors were the intake, the throttle. They weren't sealing correctly. So what would happen was the car's fuel consumption was just horrendous. It was making like 10 miles a gallon for you guys in America, which is like 4 kilometers a liter. No, these cars should make double that. So I changed the carburetors. The fuel consumption issue was fixed, but I could not, for the love of me, get it to like regulate properly. So what happens, like getting out of the speed bump, second gear, the car would just like stutter, and oh, that was a nightmare fix. Then I took it to my mechanic, my trustworthy mechanic that I take this car to maintain, and what he did was, on the Solex 32, you see it's kind of a layer. So here you have the intake, you have your spacer, this is your throttle, and this is your main carburetor body and your lid. He took the throttle blade from the reman carburetor and put it in the old carburetor, because I think that was where the issue was coming from, and it fixed it a bit. So what happens is, the idle jets on this thing, originally they are 55 size. It was using a 53.5, and it would still have the little stuttering issues coming out of speed bumps. So then, wow, just a amazing guy called Jaime, he helped me figure it out. Like, I went to a car meet that we have here each 15 days, and he like in 5 minutes dialed the thing, and he noticed the timing was way off. It was 23 degrees advanced. It might not seem like a lot, but for these engines, it is quite a bit. So he dialed it in at 15, which is kind of the happy place for these engines with the fuels that we have here in Brazil. I got the timing advance working. I rejetted the idle jets to 55. Idle jets these carbs are very easy to get. They're that little right there. That's the idle jets. You can see the this here is the throttle that was changed. This is the little boost, the accelerator pump. This was also off. We decreased the amount of the injection timing, so he'll inject less fuel. That pretty much fixed the starting coming off speed bumps. It will still do it if you just started the car when it's warm, but that's just a carburetor thing, the vapor lock. Like, the fuel on the bowl of the carburetor will evaporate and it will dribble down, and it will kind of flood the engine. But like just floor it when you started, then like once it started, it like revs all the way, you know, it revs up, and then it will clear out. Right. Other things that were fixed since that, finally, because I started messing around with this thing, it was getting a pain in the ass to, you know, release the spare wheel with a nut. So I went back to the OEM style, which is a wing nut. So now I can release the spare wheel without having to carry on around I think it was a 12 spanner. Right. I got the electric screen washer working. I will show you that in a bit. Oh, the godforsaken dash, which is always bothering me on this car. Right. I fixed the tachometer. You can see the needle now. It's thinner the way it's supposed to be, and it reads correctly now. You say, great. Is that it? No, the speedo now it's making a noise once you get past 40. So the way to fix that is ideally I would have to take apart the dash, take out the speedo module, which is, you know, you can take out just the speedo. Then you have access to the gears for the odometer, and lube them up, because from what I understand, this noise comes because of the gears on the speedometer. They come with a little oil from factory. I have a new speedometer. You know, it's never used and it's broken. So yeah, there's a little oil in the gears, and with time that oil just goes away, and it starts, that's the sound of plastic on plastic rubbing. Yeah, then that's the sound you're hearing. I am gonna try to do something, because here's the thing. I have the econometer in here, and that vacuum hose is a pain in the ass to get rid of. Like, it's slippery, and you can't get a good grasp on it without, like, because how you take the dash is you have 2 screws here. You undo those, then you just slide it to the side. It will unlock. Once that's done, you will you will be able to lift the dash. Then you unplug the electrical harness, which is a little plug, the speedo cable, and the vacuum hose. I can't unplug the vacuum hose for the love of me, man. I just can't do it. So what I'm gonna try to do is just do that, unhook the speedo cable, and blast WD-40 on the inside the cable, and on the where the speedo goes. See if that fixes it. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to take someone that can take this dash apart. The work never ends. Well, oh, I can charge my phone now. That works. Finally. I tried to get the fan to work. Couldn't do it. The motor is burnt. I'm gonna have to go after one of those, or install AC on this car. I probably would want to install AC on this car, but that's the future. Yeah, I think that's about it. Let me close the hood, and I'm gonna show you the tack and the washer. So hang on with me here a bit. Oh, also, I think this is something I discovered working on this car. This engine bay on the underside of this hood has never been painted. If you notice here, I have a little chip here. Unfortunately, it's been this way since I bought it. You can see the it has gray primer underneath it. The car has been repainted, but if you notice, there is a little color difference from this to this. The underside of this hood has never been painted. Here you can see it's red. This is the original factory red oxide primer. So this is a you know, it's never been painted. So this is the original color of the car right here. It's not gonna be exactly because the finish on the engine bay wasn't the same as the rest of the car, but you know. Oh, also another thing, I needed to change my spare, which kind of bugged me because I had it wasn't a factory spare, but it was a time accurate spare. Problem is that spare never hold air, and it was a 175. And the thing is, once I fixed the problem of it not holding air because it was just a little tire valve, I heard it up and the hood wouldn't close because the spare was way too thick and it pushed up the front of the car. So I needed to put a spare, which is, you know, it's a new spare, but no, not new. It's a used tire, but worked perfectly as a spare, and it has now it's all the tire sizes of the car match, which I guess is for usability it's better. Right, let me close the hood and show you guys the washer. Okay. So this was what I'm talking about. So it doesn't, if you have a carburetor car, just do this when it's hot outside and the car is already heated up. You know, 3/4 throttle, crank. And it's cleared up now, right? Oh yeah, let me once I stabilize, I'll show you guys the idle tuning that I did to this car today. It's perfect. Okay, this tach, I'm gonna tell you right now, these kind of tachs will never read properly. This one's reading pretty accurate. Here's how it works. It reads around 500 RPM off at idle, but the more you climb into the rev range, the more accurate it is. Right, so here's a washer. Was an optional on this car, so you know, has to work. Also, now I have the timed windscreen wiper, which was also an optional on the LS. Yeah, now you can see the tach actually works. Look at that. See? Steering wheel doesn't even vibrate anymore. That's the sound. Listen how even it is now. It doesn't go do those little backfires and stuff anymore. And the car is a bit flooded right now because, you know, it's a hot today, and it was hot. I shut it off to make the video, and now it's hot starting. These engines, they have a bit of problem hot starting, especially mine. The choke is deactivated and it's a mechanical choke, so it'll always kind of be iffy, but man, it's just once it clears out, it's just a dream to drive now. So yeah, I better get going home. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you guys next time.